Good afternoon. That's fantastic. So I'm sure you had a sumptuous lunch. Thank you very much, ICT. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. I think it's very amazing. When I came down here today in the morning, I asked Shiva, who kind of heads ICT, I said, why Vijayawada? Right? So it's again very unique, isn't it? Don't you see why Vijayawada? Correct? And he said, why not? Why not? Because that's the change that we're looking at. You would have probably traveled to other places, right? You'd have gone to Bombay, Delhi, Chennai, Hyderabad, Bangalore. You would have gone anywhere. But I think it's amazing that, this is happening here in Vijayawada. Thank you, Shiva. Thank you for your leadership and ICT as well. Because this is the kind of change we're looking at. Yeah? We are talking about disruption. We are talking about change. Today, we spoke about, gearing up for the future. And that's your topic, right? Future of work. And we're talking about future of work
Private Limited
here in between, among us. And I'm sure you would have, you should have probably traveled and, gone and attended something like this. But it's amazing you're getting it out here. So what's very important is the organizations, from the colleges to the homes, to the companies, to the forums like this, they're all trying to do something new, okay? If you go back and look at your kid, how many of you have seen your kid, maybe a 5-year-old kid, beating you on a mobile phone? Have you seen your kid playing on the mobile phone? Yeah. Are they better than you? Or you think you're better than them? I want some answers, please. Sorry? They are better than you, correct? They are ready to race with you. 5-year-old, correct? I mean, if you remember a few years back, we can do a running race, we can climb the trees and all of that. But when it comes to technology, look what they're adapting to. They're having their phones, they're already playing, they're downloading. I mean, I'm sure you don't think, how the hell did you download this? How did you find out there is a game like this and you downloaded it? The kid doesn't even understand, right? Yes or no? You actually, if you have to make those silent observations. They say in yoga, right? They say in yoga that you have to, meditate, you have to breathe in, breathe out, just to ensure you know what's happening around you. Trust me, today's world is somewhere like that. Okay? Today's world is somewhere like that. You see what's happening around you. Let me take you to another example. You have the phones, right? You used to have Nokias and you had Motorola's, you had Samsung, you have Apples, all of that is there. Are you seeing the difference? We used to message, we first used to have those ring, what are these called? Messengers? Kya bolte hai usko? Pages. Then came the phones, thank you. Then came the phones. So we used to message through the phones, gone. What difference are you seeing now in your smartphone? What is it doing more for you? When you say, I'm coming home late, when you type it's already showing coming. When you type H, home. L, late. Already, it's giving you options, right? Now that's being smart. Without your knowledge, it's just happening, it's occurring. It's just, you're just embracing it or you're adapting it. Correct? Today, if you give a situation, if you've been given a situation, human beings are known to be very adaptable and very flexible. Okay? And that's what we are very good at. Trust me. It's a very positive thing. Today, a lot of speakers talked about all of the disruption, the technology, the updates, the blockchain, the fintech wave, and then, Bitcoin, so many things people are talking about. And some of you must be thinking, what's happening, Pai? No, what is this? Kya baat kar rahe? What is happening? It's nothing. Earlier, you used to have Industrial Revolution. The machines were bought in. And everybody went on strike. Literally said, oh my God, we're going to lose jobs. And just now, one of the speakers, Ram, he mentioned, right, that you're not going to lose job. It's just the way you do your job is probably going to change. And what's very important is we need to upgrade ourselves and update ourselves, all right? Which means adapt to new technology. For example, starting from homes where we are trying to understand, the differences. Today I'm seeing a lot of parents telling, go out and play. We used to play in our times. What are you sitting here in front of TV? What are you sitting here with phones? Yes or no? But we are trying to adapt and we are making one negotiation. Okay, 30 minutes of time on phone, 1 hour go for tennis class. Yes or no? Yes or no? Same thing. It's a deal that we're making and we're going to adapt to it. In the colleges, I'm sure most of you are dealing with a lot of students. You have amazing different kind of people and a lot of different characters and behaviors that you have to handle with. But what you need to tell them is, it's very important that they accept the change. Last time we had a speaker in the same ICD. That person was one of the worst student in the college. I don't want to name the college, neither do I want to name the student, but he did bring about that today he is an entrepreneur. Okay, so you need to accept their flaws, positives, areas of improvement, and try and work on their strengths, because that's what is going to help us in the near future. The near future is definitely going to look for a lot of talent. Okay, in India, we have a lot of talent, we have a lot of skill set. Okay, the kind of subject matter experts that we have in India is unbelievable. Yes, the only thing is that sometimes, we see from the industry, coming from wherever we work with, we keep sticking our neck out and saying, what, we put a special lens when there are global policies in place. We say we need to have special lens for India. So there is a lot of work being done from the organizations to kind of grab those opportunity and provide it out here. Okay, but what we need is the talent to understand the seriousness. When we do that, it's very important that we also have the best quality, and the organization is ready to invest on that. You understand? So when all of this is happening, what would help us? What would probably help us? What do you think we would need to do? Where do you think we need to focus on? I'm looking for some answers. I think most of you on the other side, you also have a lot of answers. The only difference is we are coming here up on the stage and just saying some of those ideologies, but I'm sure you also have a lot of ideas. So what do you think we need to do to work in future? I'm sure you heard a lot of people. You yourself are from the society and the community. Any of you? Apart from if you are not ready for risk taking, nothing will move. Correct? If the CM of the state did not decide to take the risk to build Amravati, I don't think so you're taking any risk. You're not moving anywhere. I'm just throwing this out as an example as an Indian citizen. I'm just putting this out. At all levels, at all colleges, the principals, the HODs, you all take risk on your students, right? You give all your investment, you give your time. Amazing point. Can I take some more points, please? Absolutely. Presence of mind, thank you. Presence of mind is something that we need to have always, no matter what. It's always there, and thank you for bringing it out. Any more? So thank you for these wonderful points. I mean, these are some of the most important things, as you can just sum it up and look at all these important points. I was very amazed with some of the points here, like risk-taking, enthusiasm, transformation, right? We're talking about disruption. You will see a lot of people talking about disruption. But let's just take it easy. I'll give you one example. Well, the copyright is not mine, but I'll still give you the example. Let's say the students or somebody in this audience, okay, you're the students, let's give an example. The question is, entrance to one of the best universities, let's take Harvard University, okay? Harvard University, IIT, anything, okay? The question is, 1 plus 1 is equal to dash, okay? 1 plus 1 is equal to dash. Choose the correct answer. Yeah? 11, 22, 4, 2, none of the above. Okay, listen, this is a very important university exam. Can any one of you answer, please, from the back? What do you think is the answer? Answer is phone. But I gave choose the correct answer. You said answer is phone. Okay. Choose from the correct answer. Choose one of those options. 11, 22, 4, none of the above. None of the above? Who said none of the above? Super. Anybody else? One more. I give 2 also as the option. 2 is the answer. Very brave person you are. Thank you, Sevi. Well, simple boss. I told you. I told you. University, Harvard or IIT something. Okay? Something I told you. Very, very important university, one of the best of the world. I gave you options. What was the option? Very simple options, right? 11, 22, 4, 2, none of the above. There was one gentleman who said phone. Amazing, one person said 11. Come on. This is how we are complicating things. Boss, it's very simple. 1 plus 1 plus 2. Come on, yaar. Logic, yaar. See the build-up we did. I just did a build-up. Yes or no? Yes or no? Hello, react. I want some claps now. What is this, yeah? You're not laughing, you're not smiling, you're not clapping, nothing. Okay, come on, listen. What I'm trying to say is just not complicate the things. It's very simple. Life is very simple. It's very simple, okay? That's why I told you in the beginning, we will adapt. Okay? We will adapt whatever comes to us because that's in our DNA. That's why we are human beings, right? We have the 6th sense and we need to evolve. And that's why the most important point is to be innovative. Okay? Think, be innovative. There was this amazing presentation where it was actually summed up, right? I liked the steps presentation from Mr. Sriram, right? If I'm not mistaken. The gentleman talked about critical thinking, right? We're thinking so hard not to complicate things. Don't complicate things around us. Let's not complicate our life. Let's keep it simple. I don't know how did the boss think about 11, but sorry to point you out, but you wanted to tell something different, right? You wanted to give a different answer, but he decided to, stick to the universally 1 plus 1 is 2. What different are you going to tell me? He was ready to challenge. I'm sure it's 2. So the confidence level is very important. I know you have a thank you for that again, but that's the whole point. We're talking about disruption, future of work, everything is there. Please remember, continue to do your best, upgrade yourself and give what is required for the industry. Okay, I understand from ICT that there are a lot of colleges here and I also understand that you are trying to upgrade yourself and try and see how you can post the talent resources out there. There is always this battle, colleges trying to give their talents and the industry saying we want the best talent. Correct? And the best talent is not the A grade, it's a combination of everything. It's a combination of attitude, it's a combination of culture, and it's also a combination of good results. Striking out to see how different can you be and what you can bring up onto the table by not making things complicated. Very simple, but yet you can get there, right? So I think it's very important that we start inculcating innovation as one of the most important practice. That's something that I want to bring it out as the future of work. It's going to be the most important driving factor for you in the coming days. So if you want to give projects or whatever, let's stick to it and let's ensure that it's going to be innovative. Let's focus on the communication, because honestly, we see that in India, particularly, in some of the other countries too, it is becoming really a talent, really a problem with talent, because we're not able to put our ideas across. The universal language that people use is English, and that's why it's very important to have English, so that you can actually put your point across. Recently, I was having a call, with one of my subject matter expert, and we had the client, and I was there on the call, and there was this, we were discussing about a quality issue. Yeah, it was about a delivery, and we were discussing. My subject matter expert was trying to explain the point, and the client would say, what, this is not, we want something like this, we can do it better, we want to increase the target and all of that. And she says, what, when this subject matter expert is saying something, the client is saying, I'm sorry, this is what we want. I'm sorry, this is what we want. Unfortunately, the subject matter expert thought, I'm sorry means that the client is ready to accept her point, his or her point. But it was a very simple thing. It was a very simple misunderstanding that the sorry was not about apologizing. The sorry in their part of the world was meant to say, I'm sorry, I'm going to stop you. This is the point that I want to put it across to you. This is a very simple thing, I'm just telling you. So you don't want your best talent to get stuck behind, And most of the time that happens. So it becomes very important that you have communication, which will actually be one of your tools, to get to wherever you want to get to put your point across, to talk about your ideas, to have an argument, or whatever it is. The tomorrow's world is not going to be easy, because it's global. It's no more, just us, we'll just do it, we'll complete it. It doesn't work like that. We got to work with collaboration. We are talking about knowledge sharing today. India has seen, a lot of growth in terms of industries, multiple industries, and today we have rich talent, and upcoming talent as well. But we have a tough competition. The leaders in the front row that you're seeing here, most of them who are from the industries, they will definitely tell you that they are having daily calls with their colleagues, no matter which part of the world, yes or no. And you represent you're sitting here, you want to represent your point across. And it becomes very, very important for leaders, especially here. So when you get into an industry, when tomorrow that talent becomes a very critical resource, and that talent becomes a subject matter expert, and then that talent becomes a subject matter expert, how will that person put the point across? So practically, it is very important to be a subject matter expert, And practically, it is also very important to have communication. So both have to go hand in hand, all right? And last but not the least, most important thing is to, say that future of work will look for definitely a lot of collaboration, Collaboration locally, globally, across any different ethnicity, and that's something that we need to inculcate, because we have a very different kind of a culture. We are, in other words, to be very honest, we are a bit protective. We think we want to take care of this. I can take care of this project. This is my project. But it's going to be a lot of open teams, So you need to work a lot on collaboration. You'll see this in everywhere. Oh, this is my project. Oh, this is my department. Oh, this is my thing. So that little bit has to, you need to actually shed it out a little bit as you grow up, right? Into the years of experience, particularly for the students. I wanted to put it across, if in case you're going to go back and talk to your students as well. So that's about it from my side, and I just wanted to highlight on these most important points. To sum it up, it's to be prepared for disruption, but again, don't complicate things, keep it simple. Be aware of change and embrace change, because it's going to happen anyways. You're adapting it. So embrace it, Communication, and last but not the least, collaboration. And of course, innovation, which is, we're all going to top up things and help you go wherever you are, no matter in which field you are. So I'm not going to talk about technical field, even in leadership. In any angle you see, this is going to be some of the most important factors or important roles that's going to play in any human being's life if we want to really survive in this world full of amazing competition, healthy competition, but at the same time, growth. The buzzword being growth, and that's where we are. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity.